Hey there, Darkstar here. We are on leg 23. 20 frickin' 3. Going from Antananarivo to Moroni. Or Moroni, I don't know, Moroni? Let's see. Comoros. Small volcanic island nation in the Indian Ocean between Madagascar and East Africa. Cool. Supposed to be a active volcanic caldera. We'll see what we can see on the way there. Gonna stay in Citation X today. Thought about switching. I do kind of want to switch, but it's also a little bit of a pain. Oh, let's get rid of the blue things. We don't need no blue things. Wait a minute. Your baggage loaded. Still no sound on the baggage deployment. All right, let's do our planning. I don't know if I should be doing these on here or if people would prefer me to have already done them. This way I figure if somebody jumps in, they get to see how it works. Whole process. Foxtrot, Mike, Charlie Hotel. All right, and then let's see, 8 passengers. Okay, hour 26 in the air, 43,000 feet. We have a departure and an arrival. Pretty simple otherwise. And I just like to load it up in Navigraph to make sure. All right, it says it's good. Pretty short flight day. See if we have any no weather here. Well, I shouldn't say that. And I should go ahead and get at least the METAR. So, okay, 43,000 feet. 330 at 4 knots for winds. 1020. 11 degrees out. All right, and on the other end, we've got 090 at 4, 24 degrees, and 1018. And do we have any say intentions? 8 snow? We do not. I swear this must be broken or something. I believe that Moroni is the town nearby. This is the country. this island here. Our various approach options. Looks like only ILS Yankee. Uh, 20? But it's not 20. I'm not sure I understand what's here. Try runway 2. And if we're coming up from this direction, let's do the X-ray. ILS X-ray 02 GRAP. GRAP. And let's see what approach makes sense in that context. That can here. That one. All right, then we come back into SimBrief, and we tell it what we want. Because it's 20, change the runway. Good. Okay, cool. Let's load on the people. And let's add some fuel. Let's add just a little over 1,000 pounds of fuel. Oh, things ready to go. So batteries on, emergency lights armed, standby power on, gas on. Autopilot test. Go get nav on. Generator on, bleeds on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, avionics on now. Position init. Load our GPS position. start nav alignment. Test cockpit voice recorder if it worked. Alright, let's get this set up. So we'll go flight plan. I'd already loaded up the basics. Let's load the departure. 29er. Kiki. 1 whiskey. Okay, we can delete that. Disconnect. We'll load up the arrival en route. It's weird how sometimes it imports it and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I don't even think I didn't even load it into here. Did I? No. Yeah, see, I didn't load it in here. So how does it know what it is? Okay, Perfinet. 340. Oops. And 0.8. Oh, come on. Slash 0.88. Clearly tired. Okay, these all look good. Sync from EFB or enter the numbers. We've got 8 passengers. 400 pounds of cargo, 1,800 pounds total. Hour 9 minutes. Fuel remaining 2,000. Takeoff. Our winds were 330 at 4. Temperature was 11, 10's close enough. Go here. Alright, next. Next. Firm. 2,900 feet. Winds look okay. 122, 125, rotate. Climb this cruise. Cruise. I don't know why that's 284. We'll go with it. So we can always adjust it. That's our descent, 340.88. And that is the end of it. So that's all those steps. We set up departure, we'll do arrival later. We're ready to tune in our transponder. And now we need this to finish aligning. And while that's doing that, let's go ahead and get our clearance, for which we need to clear the screen. We're gonna have to do that again. Let's go ahead and plan our... But this thing works okay as long as you don't try to zoom out. I'm just gonna put us there and hit enter. I hope that's okay. Okay, it's gonna clear my screen a couple more times. I'm sure of it. Alright, there's our alignment. Let's try 1201. Alright, let's see if it works, I guess. Avato Tower, Citation 750 Delta X-Ray. We'd like to get our IFR clearance to Foxtrot Mike Charlie Hotel.
Citation 0 Delta X-Ray. Taxi to Apron. 3 stand S12. Via Delta monitor this frequency.
Oh, that's bad. Let's try a new flight.
Connor 6578, crossing runway 29er, requesting backtrack to the end of runway 11.
Vector to the end of the runway. Avato Tower, Citation 750 Delta X-Ray. Can we get our IFR clearance to Foxtrot Mike Charlie Hotel?
Citation 0 Delta X-Ray. Cleared to Moroni via the Keycan 1 Echo departure. Then is filed. Runway 11. Initial climb. Flight level 090. Departure on 125.7. Squawk 6316.
Cleared to Moroni via the Kiki 1 Echo departure, then is filed. Runway 11, initial climb, flight level 090. Departure on 125.7, squawk 6316, Citation 0 Delta X-Ray. Okay, let's put all the magic numbers in.
Readback correct.
6316. That's our squawk. Our barrow is 120. And our initial climb is 090.
Hey folks, welcome on our trip to Prince Said Ibrahim International Airport. I'm Emma, and I'll be looking after you today. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Please take your seats and secure your belongings, and we'll be on our way shortly.
Alright, I have departure on 1257. We'll make sure that's dialed in a moment. Vato Tower, Citation 750 Delta X-Ray. We are ready to push and start.
Citation 0 Delta X-Ray. Push and start approved. Face northwest.
Push and start approved, face northwest, Citation 0 Delta X-Ray. We're gonna kind of ignore their directions because they don't do a very good job of it. But let's go request pushback. Release parking brake. And off hold. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold, hold, hold. Walk of shame. Even more shameful, I don't remember how to get this up from the inside. There we go. Let's go cabin entry down, not entry. Cabin, oops, dang, cabin overhead, dim. Yeah, not the entry. Shades open. Open these. Alright, now we're clear. So embarrassing. I don't think ground would let you actually do that though. Okay, now we start.
Folks, welcome on our trip to Prince Said Ibrahim International Airport. We expect to be in the air for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information, even for frequent flyers. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To tighten, pull the strap. To release, lift the buckle. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please ensure your seat backs are upright and any loose items are secured. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode. Laptops should be stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. To put it on, pull it over your head, fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. Please note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation,
we
leave all
are
personal
ready for
belongings
departure,
behind
runway
and follow
11.
all safety instructions from me immediately. If any
Pressure
electronic
off.
device becomes hot or shows signs of damage,
Pressure back
please
on.
inform me right away. The safety information card is located in your seat pocket and contains
Pressure
all
off.
details. Thank you for your attention.
Go with the winds, clear to take off runway 11, Qantas 6578. Good day.
Okay, seatbelt signs on. Engine started. That should have come on earlier actually, but I missed it. Alright, we're all started. Parking brake is on. Vato Tower, Citation 750 Delta X-ray is ready to taxi.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Runway 11 taxi. Via Bravo 2. Echo.
Runway 11 taxi via Bravo 2 Echo, Citation 0 Delta X-ray.
Citation 0
Flaps.
Delta X-ray. Cross runway 29er.
Cross runway 29er, 0 Delta X-ray. Overspeed, shaker, annunciator lights. Okay, all good. Alright, we're cleared to taxi. Let's take a lookie at our taxi instructions. So they gave us Echo. Bravo 2. So I'm guessing this is meant to be Bravo 2 and then that's Echo. And then we're going to runway 29er. So we have to say, let's just do an intersection departure. Keep it exciting. Alright, so brakes off. Steering, brake check. Yep. And then buckets. It's good. Very short taxi today. Citation 750 Delta X-ray holding short runway 29er. Right, landing lights on, strobe on. You're going tail light on for now. Sun's coming up though. So they said cross runway 29, and I guess, okay, weather on standby. That mean go ahead and enter it, I guess. don't want to taxi all the way to the beginning though. I'm gonna embarrass myself with a short takeoff departure and crash. Okay, we'll go ahead and go pitot heat on. And we're gonna go runway heading-ish out that way. Bato Tower, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Can we get an intersection departure from Echo? Runway 29er?
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Runway 11 taxi hold. Short of runway 29er. Intersection departure from Echo is not available. Active departure runway is 11.
You told me to taxi to...
On runway.
No, they did. They said 11.
remaining.
They said cross 29er.
5,900 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we do? How many times did I miss runway 11? 11, 11. I even said it, didn't I?
Approaching runway 29.
Why do you have me going to Echo then and not like whiskey or something? Apparently we're gonna have a number to call here.
Approaching runway.
Vato Tower, citation 750 Delta X-ray, holding short runway 29er. We're gonna have to do a whole different departure here. We hit delete on the runway. Did we get a departure? Oh man, it's even in my clearance. I suck. That is confirmation bias kind of stuff. Still the Kiki 1 Echo departure though. It's kind of weird, but okay. Okay. Vato Tower, citation 750 Delta X-ray, holding short runway 29er, ready for departure.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. You are cleared for departure on runway 11, not runway 29er. Please taxi to runway 11 for departure.
Oh my god. Vato Tower, citation 750 Delta X-ray, holding short runway 11er at Echo, ready for departure.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Runway 11, winds 320 at 4. Cleared for takeoff.
Okay, I just want to be clear. They said hold short runway 29er. So I said holding short runway 29er. Maybe that's not the right thing to say, but that's why I said it that way. Okay, now I'm all discombobulated here. Let's see. The other thing is, can we make an intersection departure at No, no, I can't possibly do that. Okay, so we're gonna go. Cleared for takeoff, runway 11, citation 750 Delta X-ray. I was tempted. Mighty tempted. That was very confusing all around. And I meant for that to happen. That's an example.
Runway 29 remaining.
Of what not to do.
5,600 feet.
We should be taking off this way. Look at that windsock. Why are we not taking off this way? Winds are 320. That's like on. I mean, they're only 4, so I guess whatever. All right, we're gonna be climbing out, making a left turn, getting on our final traffic and all that fun stuff. So what plane would you like me to do a future leg on? Post in the comments. You'll probably be the only commenter and you'll probably get what you want. Not an airliner though. Okay. We're gonna roll around here. All right, our departure was on 125.7. We have that dialed in.
On runway 11 remaining. 8,800 feet.
That's plenty. Make sure no CAS messages pop. No takeoff. No takeoff. Oh, I know why. Good call. So first of all, trim. And second of all, flaps. I'm glad I paid attention for a change. All right, there's 80. Way too sensitive. There's V1 and rotate in rapid succession. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Throttling back. Flaps coming up 1 to 5.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Contact departure.
Going to departure 750 Delta X-ray. Evato departure, citation 750 Delta X-ray is at 5,500, climbing 9,000.
Station 750 Delta X-ray, Antananarivo departure, radar contact, climb flight level 090.
Climb flight level 090, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Doing a nice gentle departure here. Look at that sunrise. Okay, let's go vertical speed. Gonna keep this nice vertical speed. I'm trying to get just a little bit more throttle in. Climb flight level 260, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Alright. That's too high, but we'll go for that for now. Alright, here we go. Auto throttle. Flight level change.
Dear guests, the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. I will be starting cabin service shortly. Thank you for your attention.
Autopilot, vertical speed mode. Down a little. We'll just climb at like 12. For now. Okay, I get 260 dialed in. Alright, and then slats up. We're above 10, so we can get lights off, engine sync on. We'll get seatbelts off.
Climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Now we should take off like a rocket ship. We're accelerating to 300 and then we'll go flight level change. Problem is if you go flight level change and you're slow, then it'll flatten way out and bear, like not even climb. And ATC will yell at you while it accelerates. So I find it better to switch to BS and just do a, you know, a nice little bit of a climb they don't yell about. It seems like as long as you're at 1,000, they're okay. Okay, flight level change. It'll flatten out briefly. Hopefully ATC doesn't yell at us about it. And there we go, 3,000 feet per minute climb. Alright, let's go ahead and get weather radar on. We got these all done. Let's see, we're not needing any of this. These are good, air's good. Let's go ahead and get this guy off. Let's see if we can tweak some parameters here.
Climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, citation 0 Delta X-ray. I don't think groups.
Station 0 Delta X-ray. Contact Antananarivo control on 128.9.
Antananarivo control on 128.9, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Antananarivo control, citation 750 Delta X-ray is with you at flight level 197, climbing flight level 340. Now can we dupe one of these?
Citation
No.
750 Delta X-ray, Antananarivo control identified. Good morning.
See, we want human. Head tracking is okay. No reverse. Transition in and out is on. Want this to be like 5 seconds is good, I think. Camera physics, we want to be. Why is it fixed?
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, climb flight level 400.
Climb flight level 400, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Why can't I change this?
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, I have an amended clearance, advise ready to copy.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, ready to copy new clearance.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, direct taker 07, GALBA 1 kilo arrival. Check the ADIS at Moroni for arrival runway information.
Direct high 07, GALP 1 kilo arrival. Check the ATIS at Moroni for runway information. Citation 0 Delta X-ray.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, retract is correct.
Okay, so one good thing to do during these times is sync your heading and go into heading mode. That way nav changes don't mess you up. So we can go direct to
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, climb flight level 430.
climb flight level 430, Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Probably this one. Why would they send us there? Okay, HAI 07 direct. You can put this in map mode and then go skip and zoom in, see what's going on. Let's try loading up this other departure. Actually, that's another good use for sim brief. Let's go. Just remove. Oh. Well, if we're going direct high, we probably want to go ahead and do that now. So let's say direct high, and then get back on nav here. Okay. So let's delete that. And in here, let's say from TN, we go direct HAI 07. See if we can find anything on this airport. Like ideally it would have information here. I think say intentions is broken. I think that's the problem. The winds are 090. And say intention says, yeah, so this is ridiculous. Look at this. Say intention says the winds is 280 at 73 knots. What the heck? So there's no way that's right. Anyway, and this is not coming up very well. It's taking a very long time. And it has no weather information, like at the bottom. I think their weather is messed up or something. Okay, I finally got winds 260 at 7. Oh, that doesn't match that.
Dear guests, I will now begin the snack and beverage service. Today, I have some delightful options for you, including our signature gourmet sandwiches and refreshing fruit juices. After the service, I will also have some selected items available from our shop. Thank you for your attention, and please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
But if it thinks the winds are 260, it might be assigning out runway 20. If we're doing runway 20, our options get kind of weird, right? There's no 20 approaches, which is fine, I guess. I don't know why it says there's 5. Everything just wants to fly you to right here at the end of the runway, which is weird. Did it say a thing? GALBA 1K. That's what it said. But why fly us up to here and then back out to here? I'm rather inclined to ignore this waypoint because it's not even the kind of waypoint you would get directed to. Just go straight to GALBA. And then assume we're gonna get a 2-0 something. Or 02, right? Yeah. I forgot I switched it. Then we could do X-ray or Zulu, whichever. This would be shorter. Oh, not if it goes to Karta, never mind. In that case, you'd want this one. Okay, let's see what we get. Runway 02 Zulu Karta. It's GALB 1 kilo. GALB 1 kilo. Alright, GALBA Karta on here now. Just more or less back to what we had before. I get it now. GALBA goes to HAI 07. So this should be fine. I don't know why they would skip GALBA. Fire up the pocket sky. Talk about weird people. The say intentions people are kind of weird. Like I was saying, like some of the things you have in pocket sky are really, really useful and you should put them in the app. And they're like, why? Because not everybody has pocket sky. Why should I have to have a phone to get basic functionality? Like the airport op screen. Like, why can't I see that in the normal app? Like, why is it only in the phone app? And there's kind of like some other things too. Like the CPDLC stuff, it's there in the phone app. Why not have it built into the, you know, to the desktop app? Why not just have a CPDLC tab here that you can use? Like they make you use in some other app or use Pocket Sky. That's great that it's in pockets, guy. I'm absolutely not complaining about that. I wish I could share it, but not easy. The other one is just the My Flight map on here. But all in all, Pocket Sky is pretty useful, and I'm glad I have it, because it does things the other one doesn't do. Mayotte and Comoros. Alright, time for the obligatory flybys and cinematics. There's the coast finally. Okay, so back what I was trying to do before. Why can't I change anything on this setting? Like resetting it changed it. Why can't I move it? There we go. Floaty, smooth, rigid. Went somewhere probably around there. None of these are what I really want. What I want is inertia. Not sure I want that high. What I really want is the inertial effect on the camera. Within this particular group, I want higher inertia, but you don't seem to be able to do that. I think you can set it in here overall. Yeah, that's kind of what I want, is just a little bit more floaty lag on it. I think it doesn't apply when you're doing this, but maybe when I'm looking around, like a little floatier. Look at me, I'm in outer space. Yeah, we'll try it. Finding it a little bit annoying to get like where I want. But I want to take the edge off those corners. It was too sharp before. I don't understand, where did it go? Not what I want. There we go. I don't know what this was before, but it was way higher than that and it wasn't doing anything. Maybe it was because of that? Maybe it's... Oh, this is speed. Definitely need it to be faster.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Expect the GALBA 1 kilo arrival. Expect to descend in about 15 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start.
GALBA 1 kilo arrival in about 15 minutes. Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Man, that's annoying. Cannot stop it on 5.0. Dang it. Okay, that's rotation. What was it for? That feels okay. Position, let's try that. That's too much. God dang it. Okay. Let's try that. That feels fairly controllable, but still a little bit of a coast. I'm working on a little bit of a checklist update here. So let's see, batteries, emergency light, and standby power. Okay, so just quick flow, battery, emergency light on, standby power on, nav on, APU start, IRS align, seatbelt lights on. And then clearance, right? Might be a little bit too much inertia there. All right, let's do some things. First, let's check our arrival airport altitude, 72 feet. That's roughly what that is. Pressure's looking good. Temps are looking good too. Okay. Uh, 77 nautical miles to TOD. We'll be starting descent pretty soon. Pretty good headwind right there. Antananarivo control citation 750 Delta X-ray. We're ready to begin our descent.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Descend via GALBA 1 kilo to flight level 080 into Moroni.
Send to flight level 080 into Moroni. Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Alright, so altitude down, VNAV on. Let's get it all the way down to 8. But it's armed. Okay, there's 8. And then window vents closed. We never did get this off. One thing I usually do when I'm waiting for that to shut down, I usually bring this up so I remember when I see that. It's like, oh, okay, I need to go shut my APU off. Let's make one more little tweak to this real quick. I want to reduce the positional speed to... I think that's a little too high. I think that'll make the inertia feel a little better as well. Okay, we need to get window heat on to start the descent. Any other anti-ice we need, and then we wait. Okay, we can go ahead and start our descent by going vertical speed. Let the speed slow down just a little. It'll automatically select your descent speed when you do this. And then you can dial it down to 1,000.
Folks, we have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Prince Said Ibrahim International Airport. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
Alright, let's get our performance data in for the landing. We're just going to use this weather. 90 at 4. Temp 24, or here 24. $3,000 feet. 124, 119. Okay, and again, pressurization, check this is falling. All right, I'm gonna do gravity rebalance here just a little bit. I'm a little bit heavy on the right. And we've got to check at 18K to get that off, so. some of the little islands. Still feel like it's just a little bit too fast. Seems okay. That's a little better, maybe. Hey, 20,000. That might be our island up here, I suspect. Okay, we're gonna set the, I didn't set these to standard on my way up, shame on me.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Contact Moroni approach on 125.39er.
Moroni approach on 125.39er, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Moroni approach, citation 750 Delta X-ray is with you at flight level 174, descending 8,000.
Citation 750 Delta X-ray, Moroni approach identified. Habari cleared Karthala transition. Expect the ILS Zulu runway 2 approach into Moroni.
Yes. Cleared Karthala transition, ILS Zulu runway 2 approach, citation 0 Delta X-ray. This has been a cursed flight. That's what it is. Okay, my new super expedited checklist. Just terser. So that
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, cross CI02 at altitude 3,000 feet.
cross CLI-02 at altitude 3,000 feet, citation 0 Delta X-ray. That seems unnecessary. What I actually want to do though is Here I want to put in 160 and 180. Here.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, cleared for the ILS runway 2 approach via Karthala.
Cleared for the ILS runway 2 approach via Karthala, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Okay, I'm gonna take cleared for the approach to be cleared all the way down to our necessary altitude of 3,000 feet. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and get our APU started. Master on. Test. Looks good. Start. Okay, engine sync's coming off. Lights coming on. Okay, gravity feed off. And barometric pressure set. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get the window heat off. Passenger safety lights on.
Folks, we are now on our final approach into Moroni. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in the full upright position. The weather at our destination is warm and clear. Our assigned gate is Commercial Apron Gate 1. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, we are coming in. Okay, I see our glide slope here. I'm gonna go ahead and arm approach. Localizer is armed. Glide slope is armed. can hit preview here. We can see we're offset still, right? We need to zig over to the right, and we see that here. Okay, there's our alignment turn. Okay, gonna go slats. There's a localizer capturing. Okay, we're still a ways out. Light slope captured.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Contact Moroni Tower on 118.1.
Moroni Tower on 118.1, citation 0 Delta X-ray. Hey, listening. Moroni Tower, citation 750 Delta X-ray is inbound. ILS Zulu runway 2 approach.
Citation 750 Delta. X-ray, Moroni Tower. Roger. Continue approach.
One thing I didn't do yet is set my
Citation 0 Delta
minimums.
X-ray, runway 02, winds 210 at 8. Clear to land.
Should be like 330. I'll go 350, that's fine. Clear to land, runway 02, citation 0 Delta X-ray. It's weird, sometimes they called it runway 2 and sometimes 02. In the US, I think you skip the 0. Outside the US, you usually use it. At least that's my understanding. Alright, let's go flaps 5. Flaps 15. And flaps full. There's the markers. And gear down. Oh, maybe that's, I thought that was the outer marker. I think it's carpet about the gear. Normally I put the gear down before I go full flaps.
Approaching runway 2.
autopilot off. Go auto throttle off as well. I wonder where we're gonna have to taxi to. Almost flaring. Spoilers out, reversers. Ah, I bet right there. Okay, reversers down.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, exit at Alpha, if able. Taxi to Commercial Apron. Gate 1, via Alpha monitor this frequency.
Thank you for flying with us today. Please remain seated until we've come to a complete stop. Did you know that Moroni is home to the stunning Mount Karthala, one of the largest active volcanoes in the world? On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Air Madagascar. The local time is 7:39 in the morning. If you have a connection...
Exiting Alpha, going to Commercial Apron Gate 1 via Alpha, monitor this frequency, Citation 0 Delta X-ray.
Flight number MDG 241 to Mayate departs at 9:15 from Gate 3.
Okay, anti-ice can all come off. Okay, weather radar off.
Citation 0 Delta X-ray, cross
Landing
runway
lights
02.
off. Cross runway 02, Citation 0 Delta X-ray. Okay, strobe off. Flaps up, spoilers are retracted. Oh, we're gonna come around this side. And let's get our APU bleed on. Engine on. Put his arms down for a minute. That's nice. Or they put their arms down, I guess I should say. Okay, let's see. Parking brake on, all anti-ice off. IRSs can come off. Seatbelt lights come off. Engines can get shut down. Taxi light off. That should probably be first, right? Standby gyro caged. Avionics off. And we can get the doors open. Parking brake is set. You may collect your luggages. Welcome to beautiful Moroni. I guess you guys get to be in the shot today. Get the mountains and the tower. Ground crew, appreciate it. Your arms must be like super powerful. Alright. I'll catch you on the next flight. Maybe I won't make so many errors. But sharing what happens, so maybe you make some too. Bye bye.